Hello friends and fellow thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to another philosophical topic today. Today we are going to embark on a profound exploration into the depths of existential libations, a journey through the arcane realms of the Four Loko Tier List. As we sip from the chalice of our fermented wisdom, let us ponder the philosophical nuances that lie within the effervescent elixirs of this intoxicating hierarchy. Brace yourselves, for we're about to decipher the esoteric codes of intoxication and unveil the metaphysical musings of malt and madness. As you guys can see, I'm all dressed up for the occasion, as any legit Four Loko connoisseur would be. Unfortunately, I told my friends I had a job interview, but I'm actually just recording this video. But what I'm actually getting at here is that I don't want to get a job. So if you guys can like and sub this YouTube video, I won't have to go out and get a real job like this, and I can keep posting YouTube videos. On the topic of that as well, one other thing that keeps me posting these are sponsorships. And today we are very thankful to be sponsored by The Liquid Courage, Muck Then Fun. Very fitting since we're doing the Four Loko Tier List today. That we have the best alcohol beverage on the planet. Go out, try to look for any of your local alcohol stores, grocery stores, whatever. And big shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. Muck Then Fun. Let's get straight into the video. So now you might be asking yourself, why should I trust about his guide? Well, I'm going to tell you my qualifications for making this tier list. So first, as a rookie in high school at 17, during COVID, I built my alcohol tolerance for college strictly through Four Lokos. I would have one a night. In the beginning, it was tough. I was very hammered after finishing, but I developed as a locoer, and I could drink one a night and still play a competent game of Rocket League. Then my next step in my career is when I committed to drink at Bentley University, where in my freshman year, I averaged 5.5 drinking days a week, 2.9 blackouts, and 8.2 throw-ups a week. This earned me the Garden Crest Rookie Drinker of the Year award. Now I've continued my career and matured in my drinking, but the cornerstone of Four Loko has never left my rotation. Today you can usually see me starting off the night with the Four Loko, giving me a perfect start to the perfect night. So now going into the tier list, just one more thing before we start. All these tiers of Four Lokos are at least a B in a normal alcohol list. Even though it says D tier, D tier Four Loko is still a B tier alcohol. The only exception here is going to be radioactive. These are Four Lokos that are garbage, few and far between from this brand, obviously. But that's the only tier that is actually a bad choice of alcohol. So going right into it, the first thing we got are the sour series. And we're starting off with Four Loko Sour Grape. I'm putting this solid in C tier. This is your run-of-the-mill Four Loko Sour. I'm not a big grape guy personally, so maybe if you are, you might bump this up to B tier. But overall, there's just better sour options out there. One of these better options is going to be our next pick, and we got Sour Apple. Sour Apple is a classic in all types of drinks, and it gets the job here done in Four Loko. It's definitely not my favorite sour, but I put it solidly in B tier. Once again, maybe if you're a Sour Apple guy, you might have this in A or higher up in B, but I'm putting it around mid-B tier. Next up, we have the Sour Blue Raz. Now, this is definitely my favorite of the Four Loko Sour series. Not much to say about it except that it's amazing. I was contemplating putting this in S tier, Big Muck. I just recently had it actually this weekend, and it tasted amazing. This weekend I was trying out some flavors to finish off the tier list. This was definitely the top Four Loko that I bought out of that bunch. It's delicious. The Blue Raz tastes sweet like candy, and the sour just makes it perfection. Very close to debating put this in S, but there's just a better option out there. But this is going to go on the high end of A tier here. Last in the sour series is going to be Sour Watermelon. I'm debating putting this in B or C tier, but I'm going to go with a low B tier here. It just beats out Sour Grape for me, but it doesn't have that same effect that Sour Apple does and some other flavors in higher up B tier and A tier. But overall, I think it's better than another option we're going to see later on. So I'm going to put it on low B tier for now. Next, we got an abomination of a Four Loko. Now, Four Loko usually rarely misses on their new innovative ideas, but this one was a fail. The seltzer market was getting really big with seltzer and Truly, and Four Loko tried to enter it with their own seltzer, and this thing was garbage. And who could have thought? I mean, this is your average seltzer drinker right here, right? Not that good. And this is your average Four Loko. And what's going to happen if you combine it together? Four Loko thought it would end up good, but it ended up being horrible. This is going to be in the radioactive tier here. It was absolute garbage when I had it. Threw up just off the taste alone. It was horrible. Do not recommend buying that. It's going in the radioactive tier for sure. Okay, so now the next series we got is the Four Loko staples. These are the classics. They usually don't move that much. And first we got Fruit Punch. Now this is like what most people think of when they think of Four Loko. It's Fruit Punch. If it's still on Four Loko, they probably have the Fruit Punch. It was my personal first Four Loko. And I'm going to put it just on the edge of A tier. It's definitely low A tier, but this is just a Four Loko staple. You need to try this. It's most people's first Four Loko a lot of the times. It's got the nice red bottle. And overall, it's just what Four Loko stands for right here. Low A tier for Fruit Punch. Next up, we got the watermelon Four Loko. Not the sour. This is what I was alluding to earlier. The Four Loko watermelon sour is actually much better than the regular. And this is also up there with Fruit Punch with being people's first Four Loko. It's always at the stores. It's one of the OGs, but I personally do not like this watermelon. It has a pungent and sour taste, but not like the sour series, more just like sour in general. This is going to be my lowest regular Four Loko rating. I'm putting this in D tier. Still a good drink, like I said, like D tier Four Loko. This is still a B tier alcohol, but overall, it's just not where it should be against its competitors. Next up in the classic series, we got Four Loko Peach. Now, I think peach and alcohol can be done slightly good together sometimes, but it's hard to make it work. It's an interesting flavor, and in the case of Four Loko, it just doesn't work that well. Putting this below sour grape, it's just not that great. Peach doesn't go well with the Four Loko flavoring, and while this may be someone's favorite, if you like peach, I just can't get it done. Moving on to one of the biggest disappointments I've ever felt in Four Loko is the electric lemonade. Recently released last year, lemonade and liquor. Usually sounds like a good combo, but I should have seen this coming. Four Loko's got that interesting flavor, and lemonade just doesn't go with this. I have to put it in the radioactive tier. It's definitely better, miles better than the Four Loko seltzer, but it's just nasty. The lemonade just does not go well with the classic Four Loko taste, and it just has to find itself in radioactive tier. I cannot imagine someone drinking this and actually enjoying it. Now we got the colors Four Loko, and we're starting off with Four Loko Gold. This is the pinnacle of Four Loko. We're putting it at the top. It's called Gold, but the flavor is actually energy drink, which is just the perfect mix for the classic Four Loko flavor I've been talking about all day. Energy drink and Four Loko just goes together like peanut butter and jelly, like Meister and Sun. This is getting top of the S tier. Nothing can top this. This is my second favorite alcohol of all time, only behind Liquid Courage. It's just easy S tier, pinnacle of Four Loko. That's all I gotta say about it. The other Four Loko in the color series is Four Loko Red. This is actually Swedish fish flavor, and it's very sweet. It gets the job done. It's good, just like its brother Gold, but it's just not as good. I was debating putting it in A tier, but I'm putting it in very high B tier. I think it's very good. It can't compete with its brother, and it gets overshadowed. The last series we're going to be ranking is the innovative series. These are the new designs that Four Loko brings out. Some of them stay, some of them leave, depending on consumer feedback. So the first one we got is USA Four Loko. This is actually sour black cherry in flavor. Came out recently, a couple months ago. I tried it, and I loved it. I think this reaches A tier right in the middle of sour raz and fruit punch. It's a very good Four Loko, and I hope they keep with it and end up putting it in their classic series. Next, we got the Four Loko Warheads. This is obviously a collab with Warhead the candy, and it fits well. Four Loko's got that sour taste, and that's what Warheads are known for. It does a pretty good job here. This is a solid Four Loko. It's landing right in the middle of B tier. I don't know how other consumers are feeling about it, but I wouldn't be opposed for this to stay into the Four Loko rotation for however long people want. Last but not least, we got the newest Four Loko. We got Four Loko Jungle Juice. Now, I don't know what flavor this is. As a name, Jungle Juice, it's just some kind of fiery mixture. That's what they say on their website anyways. And it's good. It tastes like Four Loko Fruit Punch, but with a little bit more citrus and orange flavor, like it's described in their description of the drink. And this is going to land it in really high upper B tier. It just tastes too similar to fruit punch for me to put it in A, and the orange just doesn't put it above. I think it knocks it down a little bit, but it's going at the top of B tier above all those. All right, fellow thinkers, and that's the complete tier list we got here. I think our distribution looks good. We got the pinnacle of gold at the top, the two garbage Four Lokos at the bottom, seltzer, and then new electric lemonade. A lot in B tier, which is what you want to see from a drink like this. And just a reminder, all these drinks, besides the radioactive tier, are very good, and I recommend you all go out and buy some, along with a new brand, Liquid Courage. These things pair well together. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please, like I said before, like and sub so I can keep making videos like this. Thinker out.